Hello again, everyone. Jason here. I made a video cataloging my purchases at this year's Pulpfest. I also wanted to mention, in addition to purchases made in the dealer room, they also had a free table there that had a lot of free goodies. The organizers also gave away donated prizes during new Fictioneer readings and the nightly panels. These ranged from new pulp books to Radio Archives adaptations. It is always an impressive dealer room. Whenever I go to flea markets or antique stores, I'm always hoping I will run across something pulp-related. It rarely happens. That's not the case in the Pulpfest dealer room. The Pulpfest dealers have pulp-related items that are in everyone's price range. If you're into pulps, there's something in this dealer room for you. Let's take a look at how I made out. Let's start with this year's issue of the Pulpster. This is the convention program/magazine. This year it was edited by the Pulp.net's William Lampkin. It contains a variety of articles about the pulps. Even if you don't go to Pulpfest, you can buy a supporting membership, and with that you get this magazine. You can also buy back issues of the Pulpster off of Mike Chomko. Here's the complete Dying Earth by the recently departed Jack Vance. I've heard nothing but good things about this influential series of fantasy stories. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. I was hoping somebody in the dealer room would have it, and sure enough they did. The person that sold me this also kept the poster that came with it, which was pretty nice. This is kind of a cool short biography of Robert E. Howard by Howard scholar Rusty Burke. There's a lot of cool images inside that look like they're from comic art and other artists. The Incredible Umbrella by Marvin Kaye. Apparently this has multiple crossovers within it. Sherlock Holmes, Dracula. So I figured I would pick it up. The Great Pulp Heroes by Don Hutchison. From what I hear, this is the definitive book on the classic pulp heroes. Don was on the Pulp Heroes of 1933 panel as well at the convention. Pulp Fictioneers, Adventures in the Storytelling Business. This is edited by John Locke, and it collects a bunch of letters that pulp writers wrote to writing magazines. Magazines I Remember by U.B. Cave. U.B. Cave was a pulp author. Seems like primarily in Weird Tales. He talks about writing in Weird Tales. Hobo Stories by Patrick and Terrence Casey, edited by John Locke. This is an anthology of hobo stories that appeared in pulp magazines. Look pretty interesting. Scarlet Riders, these are pulp tales of the Mounties, edited by Don Hutchison. U.B. Cave has a story in there. Lester Dent has a story in there as well, edited by Don Hutchison. Coffin Kirk by Arch Whitehouse. This is a Age of Aces Pulpfest convention exclusive. It's a revenge tale that's an air pulp. A guy's father is killed and he trains his pet gorilla to be his mechanic and gunner and they're going to go after those people. Weird Tales. This is a 1950s issue. A lot of the ones from the 1930s are a little out of my price range, but I at least wanted to get one issue of Weird Tales. Fantastic Adventures. I like these two covers. The stories looked interesting by the covers. And they weren't too pricey since they're from the 1950s. They were pretty affordable, so I bought a couple. Here's the FarmerCon 8 program guide. That's a nice painting of Phil and Doc Wildman by David Burton, who passed away last year. Here's the Scarlet Jaguar by Win Scott Eckert. It's the sequel to The Evil in Pemberley House by Win Scott Eckert and Philip Jose Farmer. This is limited to 250 signed copies. Or no, make that 225 signed copies. So if you want this book, be sure to head to meteorhousepress.com and get in your order. This is the daughter of Doc Wildman, Philip Jose Farmer's version of Doc Savage. Here's the new edition of Philip Jose Farmer's Doc Savage, His Apocalyptic Life. I got the hardcover limited edition that had bonus materials, and as many of the contributors as possible signed these at Pulpfest. Meteor House is publishing the hardcover edition, and Altus Press is handling the softcover and ebooks. There is the Wildman family coat of arms. I also picked up some Philip Jose Farmer paperbacks. This is Strange Relations. It's a omnibus. There's More Than Fire. That's the final book I needed in the World of Tears series. Chris Carey gave that to me for free. He had an extra reading copy. Here's a couple other books that are sci-fi tales. Here's a Barnstormer in Oz. The Cache by Philip Jose Farmer. This is another collection. Two Hawks from Earth. Here's a few pulp magazines that Philip Jose Farmer was published in. 2 issues of Startling Stories. The Lovers is on the left. Moth and Rust is on the right. And we're back to the Pulpster. And that's just a taste of what's in that dealer room. There's many other items I'm sure you would be interested in. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in finding out more about Pulpfest, head to pulpfest.com. They are also at Pulpfest on Twitter. And they're on Facebook at facebook.com/Pulpfest. Pulp Crazy is at pulpcrazy.com. I'm at Pulp Crazy on Twitter. And on Facebook at facebook.com/pulpcrazy. You can also email me at pulpcrazy@gmail.com. Be sure to look out for more videos this week. I'll be putting up the different panels and readings I attended. Until next time.